Hey, Don here. Just doing a little introduction about what's going to be going on today in today's video. I've been talking about hooking up to 20 gallon a minute, and today was the day we did it. So I had a nice big, more concrete. What a surprise. And you know, concrete is my least favorite thing to do, but today it was very, very exciting. Went across the street, did that job. There's a lot of turbo tipping that got done over there. Some cool stuff. Very nice people, my neighbors. I do talk about them. They're cool. And then came over here, ate some lunch, and then hooked up those machines, both machines together. Wow. What an experience of power and very quick. I have 4,500 square feet here at my house. Got it done in minutes. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. And I also explain how to plumb your rig so you can get maximum water flow and you can jump your two machines together. Okay? All right, enjoy it. Have a good weekend. And always, get after it. Hey, good Friday morning, everybody. How's it going today? Okay, we're going to have super duper concrete madness today, okay? Well, here we are at my house. I have the driveways all cleared out, parked my pickup over there. So when I'm going to be doing the house, not this one over here. Was going to do this one and that one, but they canceled. They had some kind of personal stuff going on. We'll reschedule that for next week. But we're doing a really big monster driveway over there, Penny and Dan. And we're going to be, when we come home, we're going to pull right up into here, and we are going to demonstrate the 49-inch super duper Mondu. We're going to be running 20 gallons a minute, and we are going to blast this driveway to cleanliness. It really needs to be clean. You can see this area is up here. Got black algae growing. You can see the lines down there. My wife, the reason why I have lines like that is because my wife doesn't like chlorine or SH. But you know what? Today we're going to coat it so we don't have this happen anymore. She'll be all right. It doesn't hurt the grass at all. Run the sprinklers after it dries off, but it'll be fine. You got to get this stuff cleaned up. All right, let's go across the street and get after this monster driveway over there. It's got a lot of mold. It's got algae. It's going to need some spot treatment. These are regular customers that I do every year. These are my neighbors. I do this one every year. I do that one every year, that one every year, and I got some others that are in the neighborhood in this development. All right. Now, pressure washing is a very good business to be in. And in order to get the best equipment, you need to be in touch with Ameritech Pressure Cleaning Systems. In Tampa, they have everything you can possibly need. Call them, tell them that Don from Super Blast told you to call. And their phone number is 813-978-0809. Hey, get some of that sticky icky. It works really good. By the way, speaking of which, yesterday I put 20 ounces in this tank instead of my usual 34 ounces, so it mellowed it out a little bit, okay? I don't know if I'm happy with the suds view or not. It's a lot less, so I might have to add a little bit more in order to get some good content, you know what I mean? And we're going to be using this monster today. It's got new tips in it. Now look at these wheels. These wheels are the worst thing that this company has to deal with. You see this? That's not real good. Look at that. It's shot. We're going to use it today anyway. After that, we'll have to put some new wheels on it. I got a guy that's a customer of mine. He has a lathe in the garage. I'm going to take those wheels over to him. He's going to make some little bushings that go in there. He says he can make it so it won't wear out. We're going to try and do that so we can save people money. Those things are $20 each. It's ridiculous. That's probably about, this will be like the 5th pair I put on there. It's crazy. All right, I'm Don from Super Blast Pressure Washing, and it's going to be a great day of getting after it. All right, Don here from Super Blast. Always remember to put your sign out. You can get one of these signs from the Fresh Rinse. Just go to YouTube, send Mike a message in the comments, get your phone number, your logo. It warns people coming up the road that you're working on some stuff here. You got some chemicals, you got hoses, just warns people to watch out what they're doing. Courteous. Plus, people stop, they take a picture of that, they call you because they see this and that. It looks good, like professional. Now, I'm across the street from my house. Wow. I gotta brag about my wife. That looks really nice. She's got these things blooming out here this year. Anyway, I'm Don from Super Blast. Buy the sign. Get after it. All right, enough talk about signs. Let's look at the job. All right, this is a regular every year customer. They have all these weeds in the cracks. See that? You know what that means, right? It's turbo time. All right, now they get a lot of shade in these areas here. This is the north side right here, so this is all algae. We clean all this every year. And yes, yes, yes on amendment number 3. Look that up. Yeah, we got algae all the way down the side here. Of course, we're going to SH everything first. We got our hose to the furthest point by the front door. Look at all these weeds. Boy, it's going to be a nice turbo day. Going to give that thing a workout. And then water always accumulates here. However, I have that wash jet tip, and I'll just blow every bit of water right over that hill, and it'll go right on down. All right. Well, I see a bench over there. You see that? Wouldn't that be nice if you clean that so they can go sit over there? All I have to do is weed whack the front so they don't have their feet in the ferns over there. All right, it always gets a lot of algae up here because of the shade. This is a beautiful piece of property. I do believe it's 2.5 acres. It's nothing but gardens and plants and fruit, vegetables, butterfly gardens. Penny and Dan are great neighbors. Definitely are good people to know. And then we got our neighbors over here, Mike and Janine, also great people. It's good to be friends with your neighbors, right? All right, then we're gonna come all the way over to here. Move this mat. All right, this is a nice big job. See what I mean? This is beautiful stuff out here. Awesome. It's good therapy. You own a piece of property, you know, you want it to look nice, right? Well, we're going to make this place look great. So we're going to start with the SH over there, get all this done, then we'll move on over there. We're going to make our way back to the rig. Get the Mr. Mini Mondu out, and we're going to get after this place. 10 gallons a minute. And I'm looking forward to doing 20 gallons a minute over there at my house. All right, let's get after it. Just one more thing before we get started. The last 2 days, I have been showing how to hook up the injector, the storage reel, how to lay the job out, and where the SH gets drawn from. Any source of SH. All right? Just to go over that, if you're looking how to set it up, refer to yesterday's and the day before's videos. All right? All right, let's get after it. Let's have a look at everything. Look how much it's just SH and everything is lighting things up, okay? All this is getting nice and loose. Look at these chairs. All I gotta do is rinse them off. They look great. You can be able to sit out here again. All right. Up to the front doorway, did above the door. All that's gonna get cleaned out. All these spiders, everything will get cleaned up, okay? All right, now we're going to take the Mini Mondu at 10 gallons a minute, and we're going to get after this monster. Job's going to be done It takes a couple hours to do it with the, well, I don't know about a couple hours, but it's going to take an hour or more. Look at the wall. Wall looks good. All the algae's off of it. Yeah. There's a little bit right here. That'll come off. All right. Let's get after it. All right, we're all SH. Sat for about 10 minutes. Hey, I was able to walk across the street, go get a can of cashews, and come on over and get back to work. Don't have that luxury every day, right? All right, let's get up a little bit of real time. 10 gallons a minute, shall we? Oh, and I wanted to say, hose management is always key to getting these jobs done without tripping over the hose. Man versus hose, I always say that. Don't get hosed by the hose. Now, let's get after it. Okay, I think you know the effectiveness of 10 gallons a minute and a mini Mondu with new tips. I can definitely notice the difference on that. If you looked at yesterday's tip test at the end there, my math came out perfectly well on the 1 pound per 1 foot. You lose 1 psi per foot of hose. So I had 100 feet of hose on. When I did the test with the gun at the end of the 100 feet, I had 2,900 psi. So when they tested at Ameritech, they only have like a 6-foot piece of hose or 8 foot, and that's how they set the pressure. And they set it at 3,000. So every 100 feet, you're going to lose 100 psi. So the math came out good. So that tells me that my unloaders are set correctly. And the tips, it kind of makes sense. It's got to go to 4 different places, so it's going to lose a certain amount of psi. So I do believe that the max psi I'm going to get on this mini Mondu was correct yesterday after the new tips. Was I think it's 2,400 psi. That's plenty to clean concrete. All right, let's get after it. Oh, and before we continue, we'll have some good music as well. You notice how the hose management was never in my way, and it's still not my way. Here's where it's coiled up, so I'm going to head down this way, back this way, back this way, and what's that going to do? The hose is going to stay out of my way the whole time. Then we're going to go over here, across there, and over here. We'll get the hose over here. We'll go zip, 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 up and down, up and down, up and down. Then we're going to be up there by the door. Then what are we going to do? Oh, you guessed it. Ding, ding, winner. Turbo tip everything all the way back to the truck, change nozzles back, walk all the way back up, rinse everything out of here, and then post treat and take some very pretty pictures after. What I'm waiting for is the 20 gallon a minute episode over there at that guy's house. All right, let's get after it. Okay, I wanted to stop and just go over what just happened, okay? You saw me going back and forth and the hose is staying over there. I still have great hose management because there we are. Just had to do the old hose management jerk. Whoop-ah, and it whips out of your way, okay? You get used to doing that stuff. It's like crapping a whip. Go, and it goes. It goes wherever you say it goes. All right, you see where I went and why I did this? The reason why I did it, because this water's gonna puddle here. So before it did that, I went ahead and mini mondu'd this area. Because if you have to run the mini mondu through a puddle, it loses quite a bit of its cleaning power underwater. You know what I mean? Anyway, I want to go look at this bench real quick too, because I'm gonna do this for Penny and Dan. I think they'll appreciate it. Oh yeah, we'll get this bench cleaned up for them. Look at that. See that right there? You come out here and sit, drink a cup of coffee, and we'll clean that little thing right there as well. All right, gotta take care of your neighbors, man. There's another water hookup right there if you need one. They got them everywhere around here. A lot of plants. Awesome stuff. All right, let's get back to getting after it. Hopefully all this stuff helps you guys out, man. Makes the job go a lot smoother. Then by the time we go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, I actually might just go ahead and go square this up real quick to that line right there. Square it, get this little area. Then we'll just be able to go back and forth, back and forth. All right, let's get after it. All right, next step is Ba-Boomba, the monster turbo nozzle. But everything came out pretty darn good. Driveway looks great. Chairs even look good. We'll rinse those off better. Matter of fact, we'll bring them closer to the driveway over here so we don't have to be in the grass. Rinse them off, and there'll be some happy neighbors. All right, what we're going to do next is we're going to demonstrate how this turbo nozzle gets these weeds out of here in a hurry. All right, so what we're going to do is, we don't have any there. We got a couple, so we got them here, over there, over here, down there, and all the way across there. And we'll go all the way to the 1, 2, the third line out there. Then we'll go back to warp speed, and we're going to get after it. All right, let's check this thing out. We'll be right back. All right, as we showed you before, this driveway has weeds everywhere. All right, we're just going to show garage door 2, 3, 4. Then we'll be getting back to getting after it. All right, let's get after it. Okay, this is a must-have tool to have in your toolbox. Don't be the guy that leaves the weeds. I see it way too many times. It's crazy. just that easy, folks. We went all the way to the rig. Didn't take too long, did it? All right. Now we're going to do the ever satisfying rinse, and we'll be done with this puppy. Let's get after it. All right, let's have a look. Look how nice. Beautifully cleaned up. Okay, we are going to use the pump up. See these spots right here? I saw a little algae up in here. Right there. Some stuff over here. And we have a few other spots. There's some green stuff I saw over in this area. Right over here. Treat all this stuff, and we got some black stuff over here, and we got some more here. There's a little bit over there and over there. Just going to do a whole scan of the driveway and hit all these trouble spots along with that bench over there and that little flower pot. All right, we'll be back for the results of the black algae removal, and that's what that is. Well, you don't want to leave that behind. All right, we're going to go fill this pump up to the top there. Probably use about a half a gallon maybe on this stuff, maybe, including the bench, maybe a gallon. And how much that cost me? $1.86 to be a hero and get the job done perfect. And all the weeds are out of the cracks. That really makes for a good looking job, you know what I mean? Man, I'm looking at my house across the street over there. I'm really amazed. When we bought that place, it had zero landscape. It was just a house on a piece of land. No pool, no garage. Wow. 26 years worth of work put in that place. I think we're staying. It's paid for too. Let's get after it. All right, let's have a quick review. All these spots are gone. You can see that pot from here. You see how that's cleaned up? The bench looks really nice. Now we're going to get after the post treat. That's going to be the last step. We'll be done with this job, and the customer is going to be totally satisfied when they get home. They're out of town. When they get home, they'll have the cleanest driveway on the block. Well, they'll be tied with me because I'm going to clean mine today as well. All right, I'm Don from Super Blast Pressure Washing. We'll be right back. All right, let's check this out, huh? That's some of the finest concrete cleaning that you'll see. Not one mark anywhere. Everything was pre-treated, mini mondued, turbo tipped, turbo nozzled rather, rinsed, spot treated, and post treated all the way to the door. Everything looks fantastic. These chairs are usable again. Clean those up. Let's go ahead and take a walk over here. I don't really want to walk through this mud, but that bench over there is nice and clean. This little deal over here, bird bath, is clean. That pot is clean. Just a couple little things from my neighbors. You always do a couple extra things. People appreciate it. It goes a long ways. People say good things about you. Sort of like, you know, Dan, there's a history for Dan here, Dan and Penny. Dan used to be a boat captain in the Bering Sea. Cod fisherman, man. He knows all those guys from Deadliest Catch. He's been to Dutch Harbor. He's been a fisherman all his life, so he's retired now. But that's a rough job, man. So every time you think of cod, every time I eat cod, I love it. You know, fish and chips is like one of my favorites. But with my sugar stuff, can't really have it, you know, all the time like I used to. But it's good stuff. But he used to work in the Bering Sea, man. That's cool stuff to know. And his parents were here when we first moved here. His mom, Betty, and Art. What great people. She used to go for her walk every morning. She used to compliment my wife and I on the hard work we were doing over across the way there. They were so happy to have somebody come in and clean that place up, you know. And Art was always a nice guy, always waved, always said hello. He was king of the homing pigeons. He used to win all the races in here. So he knew his stuff about birds, and they were awesome people. But anyway, you meet all kinds of people along the way, and just make sure you always do a good job and take care of everybody. This looks really nice around here. Nice and clean. All right. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Penny. And remember, what are we going to do? What? Get after it! Okay, now our hose management has done what? Look at that. Look how nice and pretty that looks, huh? And that wall's nice and white. And all we gotta do is rinse out the gear. Button everything up real good. Rinse this mud off the back of the rig. Put the sign away. Then we're gonna go around the block, pull right into the driveway, go in and eat some lunch, say hello to the missus, and then get our stuff done. All right, I'm Don from Super Blast. We'll see you after lunch. Get after it. Okay, been talking about it for a while this week, since Tuesday. And now it's gonna happen. We're gonna get 20 gallons a minute. And how we do that is, we have this jumper line right here, and it goes down to one line, and this is 1/2-inch pressure hose. Okay, how this works is these machines are plumbed with 1/2-inch hose. You see that 1/2-inch? It comes out of the pump. The water goes from the ball valve through the filter into the pump, out of the pump 1/2-inch to this set of ball valves. Right now the valve is facing that way, so the water's going towards those unloaders down there. Okay, now when I get ready to switch, all I got to do is switch this one down and that one down. Now we're having the water come in 1/2 inch, boom, right out to 1/2 inch. Maximum water flow. Always plumb your machine with 1/2 inch to a set of ball valves with an unloader with the option to go out to 1/2 inch pressure. And there's an adapter that goes on here that you can also adapt to 3/8 if you want to run 12 gallons a minute with the little mini Mondu. You don't always have to drag this big thing out. It's really not worth taking this out unless you got a really big job and it's got a big ticket attached to it. This is a lot of setup time. I work by myself, so it probably took about a 1/2 hour to get all this stuff set up, drug out here. Both water lines are running, the tank is full. That's another thing, got to keep your eye on the water. This shouldn't take but about 15 minutes to knock all this out. All right, and we're going to time it, and we're going to find out exactly how long it takes. All right, but first we're going to go ahead and pre-treat it. We're hooked up to the unloader on the back. Then when we get done doing that, we'll go ahead and switch over, start both machines, and we're going to take off with this 49-inch Mondu force. And you betcha, this rig is powered by Ameritech Pressure Cleaning Systems in Tampa, Florida. Your go-to place for repairs, products, supplies, and whatever else you might need for the pressure washing jobs that you conquer every day. All right? All right, let's get after the pre-treat. Let's get after it. Okay, I hope everybody's ready to rock and roll. We're all staged up and ready to go. Just got to move this little blue hose so it doesn't get tangled up on the pressure gig hose. That'll take care of that problem, okay? You should be able to just steer your radar so you just walk right on down the damn driveway there. And I want to have good hose management here again. So I'm going to go here over. I'm gonna get this little area done, then I'll be able to go on down and keep the hose over here, get all this, come on down and get all that. All right, let's get this shut off and get it switched over. Okay, now all we have to do, loader A and loader B. We can get around these hoses here. There you go. All right, now we're going to be running both machines at once. And all I can say is, hold on to your horses. All right, I'm going to start it once we get going. Then we'll see how long it takes. Let's get after it. I'm loving the cloud cover. Boy, it was getting hot. Man, we got to get the start up. This is the first time. Let that run for a second. It has been running about a week and a half, so the new one's been getting all the hours, which we're about 43 or 44 hours now, so about 6 more hours on the new break-in, then I'll get the oil change on the 20th. All right. Well, I think it's warm, don't you? It's a Honda. All right, let's get after it. Keeping up with it. concrete. I don't know how long it took. I should have looked at my watch, but we're done. After that, just take a little beam on, up and down that, and then the side's going down. All right, I'm done. Let's get after the satisfying rinse. First, I'm going to get all this stuff wrapped up, put away, get it coiled up, then we'll rinse it all off, post treat it, we'll be done. All right, let's get after it. And now for the rinse. Satisfying. Get after it.
Anymore, anymore, can I take it anymore? Gotta get away from this storm on the floor. Crazy, I'm going crazy, you know. Oh, hit 'em on. Here come the deputies, gonna come and get me. I gotta get up and run. They got the sirens loose. I ran right out of juice. They gonna put me in a cell if I get